Hey everyone, Raider here. Hope you're all doing great and having a fantastic day. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at this. Let's grab the Z Fold4 here, open up the camera application. Let's go into the settings. And we are going to install this Camera Assistant, which offers you some great functionality for your camera application, for your Galaxy Z Fold4. We're going to go over all the details here in just a little bit. First things first, there is a prerequisite, and that is you need to be on Android 13, One UI 5 beta. It's super easy to install. Let me just show you guys real quick so we're all on the same page. You're just going to go here and search for Samsung members. Looks like I already have it up from earlier. I just installed it earlier today. So you're going to click on this. Give it just a minute to open up. All right, we'll go to Samsung members. And on the top header here, you're just going to keep scrolling until you see One UI 5 beta. And it may not show up for me. Oh, no, there it is, right here. One UI beta program. You're going to go ahead and click on that. It's going to show you some information. I'm not sure if it's going to change for me or not. And you're just going to click on register. It's going to show you all this stuff. And for me, I'm already registered. It gives me the option to withdraw. I'm obviously not going to do that. But go ahead and click on register one more time if it's new for you and you haven't done it before. And then what you'll do is you wait about 60 seconds or so. Then you're going to go back into your settings real quick, scroll all the way down until you see software update. And then you'll do download and install. And you'll see this right here on the screen. I'll go ahead and put it up there. Go ahead and install Android 13, One UI 5 beta. So far it seems pretty stable. Again, I've only had it up and running for a few hours now, but so far so good. And then, so for Galaxy S22 owners, they already have this available in good lock in certain regions, but for us that have the Z Fold4, the Camera Assistant is not available yet, but we can go ahead and install that real quick. Let me show you how to do that. You're just going to open up Google or any browser, and you'll just want to search for Samsung Camera Assistant APK download. And here we go. Let's do that real quick. And this is a site where I got it from. I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the description. But if we go ahead and click on that real quick, it's really cool. It actually walks you through all of the new options that are included with this new Camera Assistant. And as we scroll down and look through all the different features, we'll finally get to a section. Let's see, I think I passed it up. Here we are. Camera Assistant APK. There's two different links. I haven't used this Telegram link before, but I've been using APK Mirror for like over 10 years now. Totally safe. So go ahead and just click on that. Then you'll have your Camera Assistant APK download link right here, and you'll go ahead and just open it up and install it. It's as simple as that. So here's the thing is you'll find this in two different places. So if we go back to our applications, right, we can do a search for Camera Assistant. It's already here on my recents, so I'll go ahead and open it up. There's our new Camera Assistant with all its functionality. The other way to get to it is just to open up your camera like we did at the start of the video. Go into settings, and then we're going to go to Camera Assistant. It integrates right in with the camera app, even though this isn't like the verified final product from Samsung. It's still smart enough to go ahead and integrate into your camera application. So you don't ever actually have to invoke the application by itself. Just open up your camera app, go into settings, open up Camera Assistant, and then we have these cool options available to us. A couple of these are really sweet. I like them a lot. So the first one is Auto HDR. Kind of speaks for itself. Actually, most of these speak for themselves. So you can have HDR, which will bring out the highlights and the colors in your pictures. You guys know about HDR. Come on, it's been on our TVs for years now. But now you have the ability for it to automatically detect when it should do that. We have this option for softening pictures. Samsung is known for over-sharpening their pictures a lot and over-processing them. So this will actually soften up your pictures a little bit. And there's a little bit of demonstration of this in the website that we looked at, where it shows the different features. So take a look at that if you want to see some comparisons. The reason and one thing I'll mention too, is the reason I'm not like showing these in great detail is I just got out of the hospital, guys. I had a little bit of an emergency scare. I had an acute pancreatitis attack. And apparently I have a lower GI infection. So this stuff just kind of crept on out of nowhere. That's why I haven't been posting like long form videos lately. I've just been doing a few shorts. So I'm just kind of taking it easy, doctor's orders. So I'm just going to kind of walk you through these without doing a bunch of B-roll and all that type of stuff. We have auto lens switching, which this is kind of cool. So based upon your shot, depending on how zoomed in you are on an object and how big the object is, it will decide on which one of the three lenses that we have in the back, right? We have our three main lenses. it'll decide on which one of those to use based upon the framing and the subject matter and the lighting. So you can enable that or you can turn it back off. We have video recording in photo mode. This is pretty sweet. So when you're in the middle of taking pictures, you can press and hold the shutter button and it will start taking a video. And when you release the shutter button, it will stop taking the video and you're right back in your picture mode that you were in to begin with. So pretty sweet. You can take videos right on top of pictures at the same time. Another cool one here is number of pictures after timer. So the default is 1. So when you set up your timer, it'll wait, 3, 2, 1, click. It takes 1 picture. Well, now we can adjust how many pictures it's going to take. 1, 3, 5, or 7. So that's pretty cool. All right, so the next one here is faster shutter. So over the years, Samsung has been known for having a pretty slow and stuttery shutter. Kind of lagging behind, say Google Pixels and whatnot. So this faster shutter option, well, it's just that. It gives us the faster shutter at the expense of some photo quality. So if you were taking pictures of fast moving objects and stuff like that, you're still going to probably get a pretty crappy picture, but at least you have the option to take several of them fast and choose from them later on, as opposed to sitting there with that big lag that we're used to having. So we have this faster shutter option. Camera timeout. This is a big one for me personally as a content creator. So here's what this is when you go to start up your camera application, it will sit there for a while and you'll notice on your phones, and I'm sure many of you that have Galaxy devices have already noticed this, your camera will turn off by itself. Well, it's doing that to minimize heat and to preserve your battery. Well, Samsung invoked a timeout on it and the default is 2 minutes. So for me as a creator, it kind of sucks when I set up the Fold 4, maybe my Tab S8 Ultra, or one of my other Galaxy devices, and I want to use it for recording, especially for B-roll. And I go to set everything up, have the shot lined up, and I get the microphone and all this good. And I go back to this and the camera's turned off. And I have to invoke the camera again, start it back up, zoom in on my shot, get it all focused how I want, and start over. So now we have the option to adjust the timeout. Me, myself, I'm going to pick 10 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Yeah, we're on 10 minutes. Sweet. So that's going to help me personally with setting up shots and all that and not having my camera turn off on me. And then we have this last option here, clean preview on HDMI displays. So what this will do is when you're connected to an external monitor, because remember we have display out with our USB-C port, typically what you'll see, if we go to the camera here and open it up, you will see all the camera controls and all your settings and all that stuff show up on your HDMI panel, right? Your monitor that you're hooked up to, whether it's a monitor, TV, if you're doing Smart View, any of those type of features in which you're looking at your camera on an external display. But if we go back to the setting and we turn this on and then we plug a monitor back into it, we'll now have a screen that looks like just this, our viewfinder. You won't see any of these photo, video stuff. You won't see your shutter button. You're just going to see what's in the viewfinder section. So yeah, just a quick video to get me back into the swing of things after being hospitalized. It's kind of been a sucky week to say the least. Yeah, the camera assistant for the Galaxy Z Fold 4, you do have to side load it. Not a big deal for those of us that are used to Android devices though. It's a super easy install and you can use this functionality now instead of waiting for it to be available from Samsung. All right, as always, thanks for watching.